Korea is similar to Latin American model. Education popular, that's right. Anyway, I recognize here I prepared for this presentation too long, so I'll skip some slides. Let me start this presentation. First, you can see some video clip. The process of modernization in Korea was very rapid and dynamic, and there are still problems to solve to achieve democratic and just state. Public education in Korea is based on these historical experiences. There are several citizens uprising, and the uprising make the democratic state in Korea. I think very important experiences to citizens in Korea. And this historical experiences was intended to make our society more equal and human. Popular education in Korean, 민중교육. 민중, people. When we translate it into English, people means oppressed majority. But they are minority because they are originated by dominant system. So popular education, 민중교육, means education for restoring the human and subjective lives of the people who are oppressed. And another means education combined with popular movement, all the social movement, for example, labor movement, the poverty movement, and student movement. The history of popular education in Korea. Social education rather than popular education was more common concept in Korea, but since 1970s, popular education was introduced with Freire's theory and emancipatory theology from Latin America. In 1985, there was a very important events of popular education in Korea. Some school teachers who were protesting against the government published the magazine Popular Education. The picture over there. After all, the government regarded this magazine very dangerous because of its articles was very radical. After all, teachers had been arrested by police and they had to go to prison. And in 1988, Ho Byung-seop, who was a pastor and a practitioner, published the first theoretical book on popular education in Korea. The title was Let the People Speak for Themselves. I will explain about it later. Ho Byung-seop, you don't know if Ho Byung-seop was called the friend of the poor because living in slum with the poor, he tried to help the poor to raise their consciousness for themselves and to organize their power with which they could develop their lives. I can say that in Korea, popular education was regarded as the education associated with social movement, particularly old social movement. And major providers of this popular education in the past was Yahoo, evening school, and church. In Korean history, church is very important, was very important because church can be could be an umbrella for oppression by government. And factory, for example, trade unions and study circle. This study circle is not open study circle, secret study circle. Because when dictators govern Korea, many students have been arrested by police because of corporate secret study circle. Today, popular education is not a popular concept in Korea. Many people think that popular education was very old-fashioned. In academic areas, many researchers think the popular education is not new. As new social movements and concerned educations are expanded and diversified, another concepts are replacing the concept of popular education. For example, civil education, political education, environmental education, human rights education, and so on. But I would like to some examples we can call popular education. First is social movement learning. Korean society is very dynamic. When you saw first, second slides, there are many kinds of social movements are conducted by people. For example, civil movements, political movements, environmental movements, community movements, women movement, peace movement, cultural movement, labor movement, and so on. So we can call social movement learning the learning in social movement. This case is my topic of my doctoral thesis. The movement against constructing nuclear waste facility in Wuhan from 23 to 24. The government decided this construction ignoring opinions of residents. They were farmers, the residents were farmers or fishers and their family, but abandoned their livelihood and jumped out into the street to protest against the government decision. The fight lasted for 18 months. Candle rallies were taken place every day for 18 months. In those rallies, residents, citizens experiences free speeches, cultural performances, expert lectures, struggle reports or plans, etc. every day. Very impactful learning happened in that rally, candle rally. Various study groups were voluntarily formed to study related issues. They also conducted an autonomous vote. In the vote, 80% of residents voted and 93% of them sided against the nuclear waste facility. After all, the government gave up and residents could win. At first, they shouted that this decision should be retreated, but lately they became to demand democratic and ecological policies and have desires for autonomous democracy, ecological life, and alternative education. I can discuss these experiences very well, evidence of citizens' growth, collective growth. Second example is Yahoo. I think Yahoo is most representative provider of public education in Korea. Yahoo is Chinese character. Ya is night, means night. Ha, school. Yaha means evening school, one night school, because workers who should earn money during the day can only can study in the evening. But the teachers or learners in Yaha like better below the meaning. Yaha, same pronunciation. The Ya means field, out of system, field. So Yaha, second meanings of Yaha is school in the field, not in the house, in the field. Anyway, Yaha is non-formal and non-profit and non-governmental institution for the people. Now in Korea, there are about 150 Yahas, and 40 schools of them are for disabled adults learners. Recently, schools for disabled people are increasing. Learners consist of low academic level learners, disabled people, immigrants, foreign workers, adolescents out of school, and so on. This is history of Yaha. The first Yaha was founded in 1897 in Masan, south part of Korea. We can separate the history of three parts. First period, in first period, major learners were farmers or workers, and almost of them were illiterate. So literacy education was main subjects. But second period, youths working in the factories or living in slums were main learners. And college students who wanted to change society were consist of main teachers. So in second period, Yaha have very strong connected with the movement for the poor people, labor movement, and student movement. Now, as education level of Koreans grows rapidly, the main learners of Yaha have been changing. Low academic level of women who were excluded from educational opportunities in the industrialization process and the absolute majority. And immigrants, most of them are from other Asian countries, and disabled people are emerging as learners in Yaha. In Korea, education investment is relatively insufficient to socially disadvantaged. Yaha may be the only place to learn today. Historically, Yaha have always been a place for social minority education. Although they were financially very poor because operated without the support of the state, they have made a unique culture on the side of social underprivilege. The first is based on volunteerism. In recent years, the government has provided some support, but they operated by individual donation and volunteer efforts. There are many unpaid teachers in the field, and even teachers should donate regularly. Many teachers in Yaha couldn't receive money from the school, even have to donate their money. The second is the culture of freedom, equality, and mutual respect. Teachers in Yaha are called 강하. It means they are learning while teaching. Learners is called 학강. It means they teaching while learning. It means mutual respect relationship between teachers and learners. I will show short movie. Third, the example of public education in Korea was Connect. Connect is a very small institution, but have conducted several programs for all the NGOs in Korea. Connect Connect program is based on the Finnish and Vapaus approaches, and have own curriculums to train community organizers. I think this program and this NGOs is based on the poverty movement. And you can see the you can visit Connect website, but before visiting, you should learn Korean. First, I think it is very new trends. Local government and civil society have jointly designed programs that reflect the spirit of education. For example, Suwon City is very near the Seoul. Suwon City is carrying out the work of bringing up the life history of the people through the human library project. And also everyone's school, which everyone can teach and everyone can learn, is most famous project of Suwon. Everyone's school is operated by Lifelong Education Center of Suwon. City only matching the teachers and learners. If learners apply for the contents or subjects he or she wants, city connected that person to the teacher. And Chilgok is rural area. Chilgok is providing leadership training to form cooperative associations and is also engaged in publishing resident biography. All the projects are aimed at restoring the subjective life of the people and promoting their subjective life. The present Korean government seems not to regard democratic values as important. The current economic structures makes the poorest people more difficult. In a competitive and intense work environment, Korean people live a hard life. But efforts to create a human and democratic society are being made by ordinary people. Always. The word public education is not used well anymore, but I believe that the ideas and values of public education are still alive in context of education for alienated or oppressed people. Thank you for listening.